All right, here we go. And as you can hear, my voice has just dropped a full octave. Yeah, let me just fix that right here. Barstool, you are a dumb planet with a whole bunch of dumb people that has decided to mass emigrate there and not actually occupy the tiles that have any construction going on them. So, yeah, joke's on you, I guess. Yeah, this is all tech stuff. We can't really do anything about that. People here are not all too happy. It probably has something to do with their starvation value. For the last episode, we managed to unlock the enigmatic fortress. The HPS Peregrine is over here. It's now locked down. Nobody else can do anything with it. It's dead, and it will die forever. It will stay like this forever, and we're going to send this guy here home to reinforce everything. Let's take a look at our technologies in terms of how long is this going to 49 months. The power core is actually quite good. 140 power generation. 140 power generation versus the standard large one. Let me take a quick look here. Yeah. 140. It's 120. So that's already a massive improvement. And I saw a bunch of people in the chat saying, hey, man, what are you doing? Like, put some T3s in those. Well, there you go. So tier 3s are now on there as well. So that's the rate should be slightly less. Let's put it that way. Anyway, the Empire has awoken up here. Let's see what kind of the jingoistic reclaimers and the xenophobes. So they're totally into alien slavery, which is not something that I'm particularly keen on. But they're also arrogant as hell, and they're currently at war with the Ubaric Union down here. Yeah, let me guess, their fleets have been crushed. They're actually equivalent to us right now. Let's take a look here. How they're overwhelming. Yeah. That is rather unfortunate. I actually mentioned last time that I was wondering why I could control so many planets, because it was 4 out of 5. It turns out that in 1.3, it was changed from planets to systems, and this has managed to completely pass by me, which I find fascinating anyway. So, yeah, that's kind of awkward that happened. These guys up here, you're equivalent to us. We're going to need to do something about that, these fanatical purifiers. We're going to need to update most of our ship designs to all this new stuff and make sure we can do something with that. Let's see if they're not... Okay, we cannot transfer system with them. That's really annoying. Okay. Fleming has managed to level up. We're actually to the point where we can start getting more scientists again. We were missing a bunch of those. So let's get this guy back in action here at Thea and actually get this science stuff underway. This guy's not doing any science whatsoever, which is... The Zercog, no, I'm not really... Who's in this federation? Okay, let's put this to the side for a second here. So you guys, who is in this federation? The Grand Duchy, the Yondar, and the Oklar. No. You guys are all... It's basically these guys. The Oklar as well. So these three here, as well as basically this little quarter of the galaxy. We'll take a look here at the guys that like us. It's basically these guys. Everyone else hates our guts. These guys are hated by everybody. These guys are pretty much hated by everybody. These guys has got a good thing going on, actually. They're pretty lovable, etc. What about these? What about these bros over here? Yeah. These guys neutral. How about these guys? They're actually kind of indifferent towards us. These guys hostile, and these guys are now unfriendly, and that is actually a good thing for us. If the Restorers can fight with the Tagel, it means that we can take over their worlds easier because their systems will be crushed. Which is exactly what we want. We're not going to have them do this for now. Meanwhile, our Exaltor compatriots are rebuilding their fleet. Not that it's going to matter all that much, but yeah, you get the general gist there. Polania. Let's upgrade all of this. We're now kind of at the point where we have all the resources in the world. I also want to revisit these guys, if I can get access to them again. No, the Artisan trope is still not available. That is highly annoying. We have a death in the family. Let's take a look here at our science. Who's the enigmatic guy? See if we got any particle scientists available. This guy, who was on the Peregrine, actually. So let's get him out there again. Okay. Let's get this science underway. Just a random-o will be fine. And let's get this assist going on. And we're going to do the same thing with the eminence as well. Yeah, this is Planet Ironman. We can afford another scientist. We're getting +4. Robot custom AI assistant. That's actually quite interesting, considering we're not allowed AI in our empire at all after our last war, which is kind of annoying. Take a look here at our leaders. We've got an admiral available. That's always nice. We got 3 sectors being taken care of right now. I'll take a look at our sector lineup here, actually. Yeah, Fincastle only has 2 planets in it anyway, so it's not really a problem to deal with that. Harmony's got only 1 planet in it. That's kind of surprising. Let's take a look here. Planets and sectors, Harmony, Continental World. What's going on here? Oh, okay, yeah, it's this one. It does have a very little amount of improvements on it, so we could actually try to push on to do something with that. Diplomatic proposal. Star charts, no. Thank you. I'm all good. Speaking of which, do I have access to all of those? Yeah, how about you guys? Serga, the Kroll, not particularly interested. Let's take a look, actually, what the kind of deals they got going on. Defensive pact to the Sercog, the guaranteeing independence. They got borders closed. Not to us anymore, actually. Really? Interesting. Okay, let's take a look here. So, the wild... we can finally get this done, I guess. Okay. No, okay, they have closed our borders. Okay, yes, closed borders to... We are not on this list. Interesting. Okay, that must be an error of some sort, because we should be able to actually enter those territories. But yeah, the Confederacy of Volutria is going to fall very soon. Even though their fleet power is comparable to us, they're not nearly strong enough. Let's take a look here at our main fleet, and if we take it out, how much energy we lose. It's not that bad, actually. Let's bring him back to Unity and upgrade him to the latest designs over here, just so we have him nice and central and near our target borders as well. What's going on here? Yeah, these are the goals that we have set in terms of the things and stuff. That's the Maw. This is the Dimensional Horror. Do we have access to this territory? We do have access to this territory. We could try to get Jump Drive. Taking down the Horror is not all that difficult. It will pretty much wreck our battleship fleets because its beam is actually super powerful, and we may have some trouble trying to get into its system because we would need to come in from Turim, like i.e. right on top of it. And we need to come in from here in order to jump right on top of it, and that would be could potentially be a problem. Let's start upgrading all of this stuff. You guys are still hungry, I see. See that we can finally upgrade our building here. Can I land of opportunity, propaganda broadcasts, communication campaigns? It is infrastructure projects that we want, and we can almost get that as well, so we can get the construction of this planet underway a lot quicker very soon, which is pretty good if I say so myself. In the meantime, we do have enough energy to terraform yet another world, a large-scale one as well. So let's go to our expansion planner, archaeologists, a continental world. Where is this? Wait, what? Okay. It looks like we had a very large continental world available the entire time. I will need to hand off one of our planets to a sector, but that's perfectly fine. Let's give this a name. What shall we name this? I am going to name this... something ironic would be good. Salt mine. There we go. Okay, we're going to go and colonize this. This is going to pick up our available sectors. Palena's destiny is a continental world that is still under development. We can try to max this out. It's pretty much there. So I think this planet is pretty much ready to be handed off. It's a physics lab 1 on here, which is not the greatest. So yeah, one of our governors has died, which is in this sector, which is a sector that we actually need. That's in a dull sector, so we actually need a leader that can boost happiness bonuses. We can actually get the intellectual bonus on this, which is kind of nice. I am kind of tempted to go for the leader recruitment here, just to get a little bit lower cost. The happiness bonuses are all based around long-term stuff. So, what do we got? Ooh, hello there, living metal. Armor plus 5% and hull regeneration plus 2% total. And we got quite a lot of that as well, which we can trade if we want to, but I'm not particularly interested in that right now. Kinetic damage. How long for Marauder? 24 months for Marauder missiles is actually quite good. 32 months for kinetic damage. Let's go for kinetic damage on this one. And let's take a look at the Zercog here, if they're willing to do a trade deal. We actually need to take a look at if their technology is actually superior to us. So let's get a research agreement going here. And I will give you some Aurelium, some Satramine, maybe some living metal. Are you interested in that? Actually, we'll give him some Aurelium. And we're gonna raid a smuggler's base. So we get a research agreement now, which is nice. What do we need for the smuggler's base? The smuggler's base, a transport ship. So we actually need to get our transport fleet in order. We can put a general on there. I'm not particularly keen on doing so. It's not really all that important. So that's fine. The fleet is underway. We could decide to dismantle some of our forces, but I'm not particularly keen on that. Even though most of these, what are they? Oh, good God. I hate the interface for warfare. It is just trash. Like this, right? So you can assign a leader to one of your legions, but then there is this button, which is the attachment buttons, and then it... Okay, allow me to illustrate from my perspective here. So we go to Ironman, right? So let's take a look at my army. It's like, oh, that's where they are. I wonder what... oh, wait a minute. I can click this? Oh, okay. And I can use the trash button, which isn't used anywhere else. And I can attach an individual leader to that. Okay, and... Oh my God, it's actually quite expensive. And I can ask an attachment to that, which allow me to go to yet another menu. Hold on, I'll get to that shortly. And I can, yeah, exactly. So I can go to here, and then select some more shit, like Psi Warriors. What does this even do? Like, army damage or morale damage, sure, whatever. Like, that's fine. But don't hide it in, like, 3 levels of UI. This is the most ridiculous part about this game sometimes. There's stuff hidden in here that is super, super good. At least, you know, from a not from a mechanics point of view, but from a strength point of view. But you have to dig deep in order to find it. It's just a pain in the ass. I really want to see the entire military system be completely overhauled. On a completely different note, I've just managed to get my tickets for PDXCon. So I will be going out there, May. Very nice. Should be good. Let's see whether we have any Solaris announcements or anything else around that time. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to go to the ABBA Museum. I think that'll be fun. What do you think, sweetie? Should we go to the ABBA Museum? Yeah, we'll go to the ABBA Museum. Raid on the smugglers. In a lightning raid, our ground forces stormed to the smugglers' outpost on Jix and seize control after a brief firefight. The surviving criminals have all been arrested and transported into orbit. The empty building has been vaporized by demolition charges. Cultural contamination has been believed to be minimal, and our forces also confiscated a large amount of illegal contraband. The profits from this seizure have been added to our treasury. It's 1,000 energy and 1,000 minerals. Can you imagine if you started to get this at if you would get this at the start of the game? the amount of resources you would get would be crazy town. I have Curator Insight. I'm actually really tempted to get a Curator Scientist. Suitable donation. Yeah, let's get a Scientist. That means we can spend some money, which is fine because we got way too much of that anyway. We also need to start building some more battleships, I guess, at this moment. Got too many resources, and maybe, I don't know. I'm just clicking. All right, cool. This guy does it particles. Right now it's a plus 25 bonus. If I put this dude on there, the new guy, how much is that? Plus 30. Sign a brother up. There we go. That's what we want to see. This place needs an observatory. That's like standard. Observatories are pretty much standard for me. Wow, we're getting 405 engineering research. It's crazy good. Especially considering, like, normally my kind of handle for the start of the game is it's like 1 research for every single year. We're 160 years into the game, and we get double of our goal anyway. So we can probably disable this first Mystery of the Universe one, considering we got it. So, but yeah, we're increasing the size of our fleet substantially at the moment. We need to upgrade all of this stuff. At the moment, we can probably even rock 6 core systems while we finish up. I am going to hand off Uruk to Fond back to somewhere else while I finalize these sectors here, or at least these soon-to-be sectors. Just to get a little bit more focus on things and make sure that we can finalize and max all these out, because we're kind of getting at the point where all these planets are pretty much maxed out. Obviously, we cannot get Unity out of here because it is our capital world, but Helena and Tethys are definitely starting to get to the point where, hey, we should probably start handing these off towards a sector, preferably one with a bonus to scientists. Let's put it that way. I was doing something. I was doing that. See, there is the additional colony that's going to be built very shortly. Oh, right. It's in this sector, right? This is the brand new one. Is it Arcturus? No, it is not Arcturus. It was this one. There's Salt Mine. Which sector is this again? This is the sector of Uruk to Fond, which is hilarious. Okay, so planets and sectors. Uruk to Fond. We're going to remove this one. Yes, I'm aware. And this is in Pildram. Are you serious? Okay, okay, fair enough. Destiny is in Ilfraga, I guess. Okay, let's close this for now. Okay, so now we have 6 systems. We can actually handle this. Like, this is totally doable. Our economy-wise, we're not being impacted all that much. Maybe by 80 in total. We do have control to Salt Mine now, which is nice. I do want to go back to Barstool and go to my edict list for infrastructure projects. Because they're still all... there's the propaganda broadcast. We should be increasing our borders momentarily. And habitability +5 is always nice, especially if it only takes 29 months. Let's go for morphogenic field here. And we got a new heir. So that means our ruler has died. We get spaceship cost and monthly influence +1. That is actually a huge bonus. Very nice to have there. And we get to build another space station. Or in this case, a fortress. We could start thinking about... Oh, God, we're getting +68 now. That is probably because of this additional sector that we're rocking. Okay, Destiny, you're pretty much maxed out. Yeah, you're maxed out. We're going to hand you off. Where are you? You're over here. Ebonic Vale. That's not what's the sector. It's called Finn Castle, isn't it? So, Fincastle, if I'm not completely mistaken. Fincastle, yeah, that is a significant amount of science, but I do want to add it to the Aurora sector instead, if I can. No, it's not going to happen. It's down there. So it does need to be added to Fincastle, which has 2 worlds on it. So we'll do this, and we'll do that, and we'll close it up. Fincastle is going to need a new governor, though, and we don't have enough influence because I just got the infrastructure opportunity stuff, which is fine. We can deal with that. Anyway, now all of a sudden we're managing so many planets. Salt Mine's going to have millions of people living there very soon. We can start upgrading all the stuff here. And this is kind of what I like about like the sector AI by itself is not the greatest. We actually need to take a look at this sector management stuff. Close sector settings. You're not allowed redevelopment. Thank you. The same thing with Aurora. Yeah, you're allowed to do space construction, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, like I said, once you manage to wrap your head around the whole the way the sector stuff works, you can be pretty flexible about it. Now, of course, for those that haven't actually noticed, the AI that's governing the sector is is not the smartest in the universe. Let's put it that way, and should not be messed around with too much. Which is a real shame because it could have been a really powerful addition to the game, but that's sadly not the case. Labs, and energy. And we're just slowly but steadily just upgrading this, starting to put the basic materials down that we're going to do with this world. Because it's going to be, this is fairly straightforward. We're going to max out this planet. We're going to add the land of opportunity modifier to it. People are going to flock towards it like mad. And then, there you go. There's the first one. We are going to build a energy plant. We're not going to build an energy plant on here, actually. I'm going to build a basic mine on here. And people are going to flock here. We're going to upgrade our reassembled ship shelter and then basically max it out super friggin' quickly. Like what's going on with this world, right? Like we can put all these labs on here. No problem. That is food. They're still hungry over here, actually. How bad is the food, actually? -3. We're almost at the point where we can balance that, so it's not really a problem. And we'll do the same thing here as well. Polena. It's pretty much maxed out as well. Yeah, it's starting to get to the point where I'm just like, ugh. We're clicking just buttons at this point. But yeah. Anyway, this is going to wrap it up for this episode. We made some progress in terms of politics, some ship design stuff, our technology is coming on their way nicely. 24 months remaining until the enigmatic power core is ours, which is super nice. We spent a ton of money, and we got a ton of money, and that will have to do till now. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other.